The crowd inside the Olympiahalle Arena in Munich, Germany, buzzed with excitement. Cameras flashed from every direction. Thousands of fans leaned forward in anticipation, waiting for the heavyweight champion of the world to appear. Because whenever Muhammad Ali stepped into a boxing ring, it was never just a fight. It was theater. It was history. It was global attention focused on one man. And on this night in 1976, Ali stood once again at the center of the boxing universe. Across from him waited a little-known British heavyweight named Richard Dunn. Most casual fans barely recognized his name. Many experts expected a quick victory for Ali. Some critics even questioned why the fight was happening at all. But heavyweight boxing has always carried danger. One punch can change everything. One mistake can rewrite history. And despite all the confidence surrounding Muhammad Ali, people were quietly asking serious questions about the champion. Was he slowing down? Had years of brutal wars inside the ring finally begun catching up with him? Could an underdog like Richard Dunn somehow shock the world? Tonight, we go back to May 1976. Back to the strange and often forgotten title fight between Muhammad Ali and Richard Dunn. A fight that revealed far more about Ali's mindset, confidence, and championship mentality than most people realized. This is a full story of Muhammad Ali versus Richard Dunn. Muhammad Ali in 1976. To understand this fight properly, you first need to understand where Muhammad Ali stood during this stage of his legendary career. By 1976, Ali had already accomplished things most fighters could never imagine. He shocked the world by defeating Sonny Liston. He survived brutal wars with Joe Frazier. He reclaimed a heavyweight championship from George Foreman during the unforgettable Rumble in the Jungle. Ali had become more than an athlete. He was a worldwide icon. But greatness comes with pressure, and years of punishment inside the ring were slowly beginning to affect him physically. The brutal thriller in Manila against Joe Frazier in 1975 had taken an enormous toll on Ali's body. That fight pushed both men beyond normal human limits. Ali later described it as the closest thing to death he had ever experienced. Even though he won, the damage remained. Observers noticed small changes afterward. Ali's movement was not always as effortless. His legs occasionally looked heavier. He absorbed more punishment than the younger Ali from the 1960s. Still, he remained heavyweight champion. And mentally, Muhammad Ali still believed nobody alive could defeat him. Promoters continued searching for challengers. The heavyweight division needed fresh names. And eventually, attention turned toward an unlikely British fighter, Richard Dunn. Richard Dunn was not considered one of boxing's elite heavyweights. In fact, many people were surprised he received a title opportunity against Muhammad Ali. Born in England, Dunn had worked hard to build a respectable professional career. He was tall, durable, and willing to fight anyone. But unlike Ali, Dunn carried no superstar image. He lacked major victories against elite heavyweights. And outside Britain, many boxing fans knew very little about him. Still, Dunn believed in himself. He understood something important about heavyweight boxing. Champions eventually become vulnerable. Age catches everyone. Punishment accumulates. And strange things can happen under bright lights. For Richard Dunn, this fight represented the opportunity of a lifetime. If he somehow defeated Muhammad Ali, his name would instantly become part of boxing history forever. That possibility alone created motivation beyond imagination. When the fight was announced, criticism appeared immediately. Many boxing experts believed Ali should have faced stronger competition. Some reporters described Dunn as an unworthy challenger. Others viewed the fight as a relatively safe title defense for the champion. Ali heard the criticism, but he did not seem bothered. At this stage of his career, Muhammad Ali understood the business side of boxing perfectly. He knew not every title defense needed to become a life-threatening war. After surviving years of punishment against the most dangerous heavyweights alive, Ali likely welcomed opportunities that appeared less physically destructive. Still, Ali also understood something else. Even against underdogs, embarrassment remained possible. One careless moment could damage his reputation badly. So despite the public confidence and humor, Ali took preparation seriously. Meanwhile, Richard Dunn trained harder than ever before. He knew almost nobody expected him to win. That pressure created freedom. If he lost, critics would say the result was predictable. But if he shocked the world, everything would change. As always, Muhammad Ali dominated headlines before the fight. Reporters followed him everywhere. Fans crowded around him constantly. Television cameras focused on every joke, every prediction, and every movement. Ali remained boxing's greatest entertainer. He transformed press conferences into performances. He teased opponents. He made rhyming predictions. And he kept public attention fixed directly on himself. During interviews, Ali acted extremely confident about defeating Richard Dunn. At times, he joked about the mismatch. He promised victory. He entertained crowds exactly as fans expected. But beneath the humor, Ali still carried pride. He hated looking weak. And he understood that every fight added another chapter to his legacy. Meanwhile, Richard Dunn prepared quietly. There was little glamour surrounding him. No massive celebrity attention. No worldwide fame. But inside training camp, Dunn focused intensely. He knew he needed the performance of his life. Physically, Dunn possessed advantages in height and reach. Some analysts wondered if his size might create awkward moments for Ali. Still, most observers believed Muhammad Ali's experience, speed, and ring intelligence would simply prove too much. The fight was scheduled for May 24, 1976 in Munich, Germany. And as fight night approached, excitement continued growing. Because even against lesser-known opponents, Muhammad Ali always attracted global attention. Round 1. From the opening seconds, Muhammad Ali looked relaxed. Very relaxed. He immediately began circling the ring while studying Richard Dunn carefully. Ali's jab flicked forward quickly, testing distance and rhythm. Dunn attempted to establish himself behind his long reach. His strategy appeared cautious. He understood rushing recklessly toward Ali could become disastrous. But Ali's movement created problems immediately. Even though he was older now, the speed difference remained obvious. Ali's footwork allowed him to control distance comfortably. The champion also appeared mentally calm. He talked occasionally during exchanges and carried himself with supreme confidence. Dunn managed to land a few punches on Ali's arms and body early in the round, but nothing seriously troubled the champion. Meanwhile, Ali's jab repeatedly snapped toward Dunn's face. The timing looked sharp. Near the end of the round, Ali landed a clean combination that excited the crowd. The audience roared loudly. The first round clearly belonged to Muhammad Ali. Round 2. As the second round began, Ali increased his activity. The champion moved more freely now. His confidence inside the ring continued growing. Richard Dunn attempted to pressure slightly more aggressively, hoping to use his size advantage. But Ali's timing frustrated him repeatedly. Every time Dunn moved forward, Ali answered with quick jabs and fast combinations. One thing became obvious quickly. Ali was fighting smart. He did not rush recklessly. He controlled the pace carefully. He conserved energy while steadily breaking the challenger down. Commentators praised Ali's composure. After years of difficult fights, his experience inside the ring remained extraordinary. Midway through the round, Ali landed a sharp right hand that drew loud reactions from the crowd. Dunn absorbed the shot and continued fighting. To his credit, the British challenger did not appear intimidated. He kept trying to find openings. Still, the skill gap remained visible. Ali's accuracy, movement, and ring intelligence gave him clear control. By the end of round 2, most observers believed the fight was unfolding exactly as expected. Round 3. The third round brought more confidence from Muhammad Ali. Now fully comfortable, Ali began entertaining the audience. He moved more dramatically. He slipped punches. He talked during exchanges. Fans loved every second. Ali's charisma inside the ring transformed ordinary moments into entertainment. That ability separated him from almost every fighter in history. Meanwhile, Richard Dunn continued trying to remain disciplined. He attempted to use his jab. He searched for opportunities to land meaningful punches. But Ali's speed repeatedly interrupted his rhythm. At several moments, Ali leaned away from incoming punches before immediately countering with combinations. The crowd exploded whenever it happened. Ali also started targeting Dunn more aggressively with right hands. Several shots landed cleanly. Still, Dunn showed toughness. He absorbed punishment without collapsing mentally. Late in the round, Ali landed another fast combination that forced Dunn backward briefly. The champion appeared increasingly sharp. The audience sensed momentum building. Round 4. By round 4, Muhammad Ali had complete command of the fight. His jab controlled distance beautifully. His movement frustrated Dunn constantly, and his confidence filled the arena. Richard Dunn kept trying to apply pressure, but Ali's timing remained too precise. Whenever Dunn stepped forward, quick punches met him immediately. Ali's ring IQ stood out clearly. He understood exactly when to attack and when to move. Commentators praised the champion's professionalism. Even against an opponent many considered overmatched, Ali remained focused and disciplined. Midway through the round, Ali landed several clean combinations in rapid succession. The crowd roared loudly. Dunn continued fighting bravely, but the punishment slowly accumulated. At one point, Ali trapped Dunn briefly near the ropes and unleashed another burst of punches. The challenger survived, but the champion's dominance became undeniable. Near the end of the round, Ali smiled confidently while returning to his corner. He looked fully in control at round 5. As the 5th round began, Muhammad Ali increased offensive pressure. He sensed the challenger slowing. Dunn's movement looked heavier. His reactions appeared slower. Ali began combining punches beautifully. Jabs, right hands, hooks. Everything flowed together smoothly. The champion also stood his ground more often now. Instead of constantly circling, Ali occasionally exchanged directly. That excited the crowd. Dunn still fought courageously. He attempted to answer back whenever opportunities appeared. But Ali's superior speed continued creating problems. Midway through the round, Ali landed a particularly sharp combination that visibly shook Dunn. The audience reacted immediately. Ali sensed weakness. He moved forward aggressively afterward, targeting the challenger with rapid punches. Dunn survived the attack, but momentum clearly favored the champion. Commentators began discussing the possibility of a stoppage. The punishment was becoming increasingly one-sided. Still, Richard Dunn refused to quit. That determination earned respect from portions of the crowd. Round 6. By round 6, Muhammad Ali looked completely comfortable. His movement remained smooth. His timing looked sharp, and his confidence filled the building. Dunn continued trying to pressure forward, but fatigue became impossible to hide. The challenger absorbed significant punishment through the opening rounds. Ali recognized every sign. Years inside the ring had sharpened his instincts. The champion increased pressure carefully. He remained patient, smart, controlled. At several moments, Ali entertained the crowd by slipping punches dramatically before countering instantly. Fans erupted with cheers every time. This was classic Muhammad Ali, not just winning, performing. Midway through the round, Ali landed another beautiful combination, ending with a clean right hand. Dunn staggered slightly before recovering. The crowd sensed the fight moving closer toward an ending. Still, Dunn continued showing heart. He kept trying. He kept moving forward despite the punishment. Ali respected toughness, but he also understood boxing's harsh reality. Eventually, skill and accumulated damage overwhelmed even determined opponents. Round 7. As round 7 began, Muhammad Ali appeared focused on ending the fight. His punches carried more urgency. His combinations came faster, and the challenger's exhaustion became increasingly obvious. Richard Dunn still attempted to defend himself and throw back occasionally, but Ali's speed remained overwhelming. The champion trapped Dunn near the ropes several times during the round. Whenever it happened, Ali unleashed rapid combinations. Left, right, hooks, uppercuts. The crowd stood screaming. At one point, Ali landed a clean series of punches that forced Dunn backward visibly. The referee watched carefully. Dunn remained standing, but the punishment continued mounting. Ali sensed complete control now. He moved confidently around the ring, attacking whenever openings appeared. Near the end of the round, the champion landed another sharp right hand that snapped Dunn's head backward. The crowd exploded. Momentum toward a finish continued building rapidly. Round 8. The 8th round finally brought the dramatic conclusion. Muhammad Ali came out aggressively. He looked determined to end the fight decisively. Richard Dunn appeared exhausted. The punishment from previous rounds had clearly affected him. Still, he continued trying to survive. Ali immediately established pressure. His jab landed repeatedly. Then came combinations. Fast, precise, relentless. The crowd roared louder with every exchange. Midway through the round, Ali trapped Dunn against the ropes and unleashed a devastating series of punches. The challenger attempted to defend himself. He tried covering up. He tried moving away. But Ali's offense kept coming. Punch after punch crashed through the guard. Finally, Richard Dunn went down. The crowd erupted instantly. Dunn managed to rise, showing remarkable courage. But Ali attacked again moments later with another aggressive combination. The referee had seen enough. He stepped in and stopped the fight. Muhammad Ali raised his gloves high, while the arena exploded with cheers. Another successful title defense. Another victory for the greatest. After the fight, after the stoppage, photographers rushed toward the ring, trying to capture every moment. Fans screamed Ali's name from every direction. The heavyweight champion smiled confidently while celebrating the victory. For Ali, this fight represented another important step. During a demanding period of his career, he remained champion. He remained boxing's biggest attraction. And once again, he proved too skilled and experienced for another challenger. Reporters quickly gathered around Ali afterward. As always, the champion entertained them with jokes, confidence, and charisma. Meanwhile, Richard Dunn earned respect for surviving 8 rounds and continuing to fight despite difficult circumstances. Though clearly overmatched, he showed toughness and determination. Still, there was never serious doubt about the outcome. Muhammad Ali controlled the fight from beginning to end. Why this fight mattered. Today, Muhammad Ali versus Richard Dunn rarely appears among Ali's most famous fights. People remember Ali versus Joe Frazier, Ali versus George Foreman, Ali versus Sonny Liston. Those legendary wars overshadow many smaller moments from Ali's career. But the Richard Dunn fight still mattered. It represented another example of Ali adapting during the later years of his championship reign. The younger Ali from the 1960s relied heavily on nonstop movement and reflexes. The older Ali fought more strategically. He paced himself carefully. He used experience and timing brilliantly. Against Dunn, fans witnessed that evolution clearly. Ali controlled the fight mentally as much as physically. He remained patient. He broke the challenger down gradually. And when the moment arrived, he finished the fight decisively. By 1976, Muhammad Ali had already become one of the most important athletes in sports history. He was more than a boxer. He became a global symbol of confidence, resilience, and charisma. Inside the ring, Ali entertained fans with speed and intelligence. Outside the ring, he inspired millions through personality and courage. Even lesser-known title defenses like the Richard Dunn fight contributed to the growing legend surrounding him. Fans did not simply watch Ali fight. They watched Ali perform. Every entrance felt special. Every interview created headlines. Every movement carried attention. That level of global fascination separated him from ordinary champions. One reason Muhammad Ali remains unforgettable decades later is because people connected with him emotionally. Ali was never silent. He spoke openly. He challenged critics. He made audiences laugh. He inspired countless fans around the world. By the time of the Richard Dunn fight, Ali had already endured enormous pressure throughout his life. He lost years of his prime after refusing military induction during the Vietnam War. He faced criticism from powerful institutions. He survived brutal boxing wars that damaged his body physically. Yet he continued moving forward. That resilience became central to Ali's identity. And even in fights lacking historic drama, fans remained fascinated simply because Muhammad Ali himself remained fascinating. For Richard Dunn, the fight represented the biggest opportunity of his career. Very few heavyweights ever received the chance to fight Muhammad Ali for the World Championship, even though he entered as a heavy underdog. Dunn stepped into the ring willingly against one of the greatest fighters in history. That required courage. He absorbed punishment. He kept trying, and he lasted longer than some critics expected. Though defeated, Dunn forever became part of boxing history by sharing the ring with Muhammad Ali. Looking back today, boxing historians generally describe Ali's performance against Richard Dunn as disciplined, controlled, and professional. Several important details stood out. First, Ali's jab remained elite. It controlled distance beautifully throughout the fight. Second, his ring intelligence remained extraordinary. Ali constantly adjusted timing, pace, and movement depending on Dunn's reactions. Third, the champion showed patience. He did not rush recklessly searching for an early knockout. Instead, he gradually broke the challenger down round by round. Historians also note that Ali relied increasingly on experience during this period of his career. His reflexes were no longer identical to the younger Ali from the 1960s, but mentally, he understood boxing at a level few fighters in history have ever reached. As fans continued cheering inside the arena, one final image captured the spirit of the evening perfectly. Muhammad Ali stood smiling with his gloves raised high. The heavyweight champion remained on top. Richard Dunn sat exhausted after giving everything he had. For Ali, it was another successful title defense during one of the most demanding periods of his legendary career. For Dunn, it was the biggest stage he would ever experience. And for boxing fans, it became another chapter in the incredible story of Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali versus Richard Dunn may not rank among the most legendary fights in heavyweight history. It lacked the terrifying drama of Ali versus Frazier. It lacked the shocking tension of Ali versus Foreman. But the fight still revealed something important. It showed a champion adapting with age. A fighter relying more on intelligence, timing, and experience. A global superstar still capable of dominating opponents while entertaining crowds. Muhammad Ali entered the ring carrying enormous expectations. Questions surrounded his physical condition after years of brutal wars. But against Richard Dunn, Ali reminded the world why he remained heavyweight champion. He boxed smart. He entertained the audience. And when the moment arrived, he finished the fight decisively. Richard Dunn lost a fight, but he earned respect through courage and determination. Facing Muhammad Ali required bravery few people can truly understand. Decades later, the fight remains another fascinating snapshot of heavyweight boxing during the golden era of the 1970s. And at the center of it all stood Muhammad Ali, the greatest, even on nights history rarely remembers.